NBA Finals. We got the Pacers. Give me 1 minute. Give me one. All right. I got these shades on, so it's hard for me to see. We got the Pacers taking on the Thunder. I think the Thunder got the home court advantage. I think they back to 2-2-1-1, right? Or is it 2-2-1-1-1? You know, at one point it was 2-3-2. I guess because most of the time you was traveling from east to west. I like 2-3-2 better for the finals, um, especially for the travel schedule. I think that's the better way to do it. But I think haven't looked at the odds, but I think the majority of people think that the Thunder are the better team. I don't really think there's, and I could be wrong, watching both these teams and double tap the screen like the video. I don't think it's a huge gap between them. I think it's a huge gap for the best player in the series, which is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. But I think after that, I think Pascal after Halliburton. But I think if you go top five players in this series, it's no disrespect to nobody. Shea Gilgeous is by far the number one guy in the series. But if you go 2 and 3, I think respectfully it's Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, who are the next two best players. And then I think you go Jalen Williams, and I think after that it's legitimately might be a toss up between some players. So Oakley, I think it's no mystery that Oklahoma City Thunder go deep in the bench. I think it's no mystery that the Indiana Pacers go deep in their bench. I think where Indiana had a tough time dealing with Mitchell Robinson and Karl Anthony Towns, I don't think you have those problems in this series. Isaiah Hartenstein, former Knick, self-proclaimed black man. Yeah, you heard what I said. He said it. I didn't, right? I think he dropped receipts. And Chet Holmgren, you know. But then you think about Miles Turner. I mean, really, in a way, if you want a sneaky pick for Finals MVP, I think Miles Turner might be the sneaky pick because I think this one of these series. Damn, come on, man! I don't want to go over there. Come on, man. But I think he might be a sneaky. He might be a sneaky. Sorry for this dog. Then my dog gonna take his time. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Stop being an ass. Listen to that dog. Sorry, y'all. Shit irritating. Give me 1 minute, I'll be moved away from this dog. Did you stop? Come on. Say hi.
It's okay. It's fun.
That's his specialty. Come on. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, I think Miles Turner, Thomas Bryant had he hit some threes. I didn't even know he could shoot threes. I liked him a lot when he was in Washington. But I think if you want a sneaky pick for Finals MVP, you want to make some bread, I think the sneaky pick is Miles Turner. I think he got an excellent matchup. I don't really think Shaq got enough weight on his frame. I don't think Isaiah Hartenstein can hold him. If you're talking about a guy that can block shots at a high clip, who can shoot the ball, and who really can do some things on the paint, rebounding. I think that's the key to this series, is rebounding. I think that's the major key to this series, is the ability for them to rebound the ball. So I think whoever won the rebound battle, and if you look at a lot of the statistics in the NBA, just do me a favor, right? And I talked about this on my Detroit channel. Do me a favor, statistically, go look at any random games, playoffs, regular season, especially this season and probably past. Ain't nobody really rebounding the ball like that. Rebounding is it's really a reflection of the issues in the NBA. Like, they don't have, like, when you talking about rebound, when you ask Charles Barkley, how is you 6'5", outright rebounding, centers in the golden era of centers, for the most part, or one of the golden eras, he would tell you, Dennis Rodman, him, it's effort, it's will, it's heart. It's, you just want it. And once you look at that in the NBA today, that's what's lacking. Rebounding is lacking, but everything that goes into rebounding, it ain't, oh, I can jump the highest. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about boxing out. You know, it's effort, it's heart, it's hustle. You know what I'm saying? It's relentlessness. The players today don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you look and they talk about how great of a player Draymond Green is, right? They talk about how great Draymond Green is. Um, he don't even rebound at a high enough level. So when they talk about how good Draymond is, Draymond don't even rebound for, and he don't even rebound good enough to be, I think, an elite player. He's a good defensive player, but I don't really look at him as a defensive elite player amongst the Rodmans. You know what I'm saying? The Albert Robertsons and stuff like. I don't even put him in that category. Pippen, Peyton, Kidd, you know, Tyson Chandler. I don't think he in that category, but also he don't rebound the ball good enough for what he lacks in scoring. But back to what I was saying, go look at the random stat sheets. Ain't nobody rebounding the ball at a high clip no more. You talking about the best rebounders, Jokic, and he the most unathletic one. You know what I'm saying? These dudes ain't rebounding like outside of Josh Hart. These dudes ain't rebounding at a high clip no more, and they don't they don't play with the same anything I said: hustle, heart, determination, effort, want, will, any adjective that go with that. They ain't with that. And you see that they don't want to play games no more. They don't want to play back to backs. They don't want to get better. All those things that go into rebounding the basketball is what goes in the spirit of basketball. You see, they ain't rebounding like that, and the game don't have no spirit no more. They ain't rebounding that basketball like that, and they ain't playing with that rebounder spirit what Rodman played with. You don't even see dudes get the rebound no more like Melo used to get the rebound and smack the ball, and you don't even see niggas do that no more. Everybody want to be a three-point shooting merchant machine. So I think the number one reason this series is gonna be won or lost is rebounds, turnovers, and that's before we get to SGA. Rebounds, turnovers, defense. And really for them, if I'm going against a proven one man team, and I ain't disrespecting Jalen Williams, but if I'm Rick Carlisle, and I know how good of a defensive coach Rick Carlisle is, he forced the defensive identity for the going to work bad boys, and he played with one of the better defensive teams in the old Celtics. Guess what? I'm gonna make Wiggins. I'm gonna make that dude with the broke jump shot. What's his name? Lou Dort. I'm gonna make Jalen Williams. I'm gonna make Shaq Holmgren. I'm gonna make them beat me. I'm gonna take the ball out of SGA's hands, and I'm gonna make them beat me. If they beat me, guess what? I'm gonna shake their hand. Whatever their game plan is, if he get over half court and we gonna blitz him, we gonna blitz him. We gonna blitz him. We trapping him. You know what I'm saying? We making them work 90 feet to get up the floor. We trapping them. And if Caruso and Williams and them, if they beat me, they beat me. I'm gonna make him into a facilitator. Yeah. Stop. Don't do it. Fuck my dog. You gotta do that stuff when he use the bathroom and start kicking up dirt and dust. I hate that shit. I said don't do it. Come on. But that's my whatever it takes, whatever the game plan is, all other Oklahoma City Thunder teams gonna have to beat me. They gonna have to beat me. And I think y'all gonna be surprised. A lot of y'all think the Thunder about to win this series. I don't think so. Now I don't watch as much basketball as I look. When I look at these teams, they look evenly matched. But I'm telling you this, I don't think the Thunder supporting cast, their overall team is better than Indiana. See, what you got to understand is this: SGA got to score for them niggas to win. Halliburton ain't got to score. And when I look at the matchup on the inside, I think this is serious where Siakam, they don't have no answer for Siakam. I don't think they got no answer for Hallenberg. And it's hard to have an answer for a guy who can impact the game without scoring. I don't even think in this series he needs to be the aggressor as a scorer. I think he needs to shoot the ball well. But I think if he can get the ball to the right guys, like Aaron Neeson, Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, I think it's gonna come down to benches too. Benedict Mathurin got to do his thing and all that. TJ McConnell. I just really think Indiana got the better team. That's just my opinion. I think Indiana is gonna kill them on the inside. I think Indiana is playing really good defense. Guess what? They got the prequel to the original film. They already dealt with free throw merchant. Bronson, right? So I'm not scared if Jalen Williams beat me. I'm not scared of Shaq Humphrey. If they beat me, I shake them niggas' hands and say, good game. But I think this is gonna be a series. Come on, man. Didn't I say don't do that? This motherfucker just. It's almost time to clip this nigga's balls. I hate to say it. He acting up all day. He gonna pee on the kid's slide. I said every day, don't pee on that. He gonna get a nice jail in his cage today. And I just gave this nigga some ribs. And I don't even eat ribs. But in my opinion, I think Turner and Siakam about to go off this series. This is a series, dog. They about to get off. I'm telling you, bro. I could be hella far wrong, and I ain't saying I'm no professional, no expert, but I just feel it'll. Come here, Miles, come here. It'll benefit Vegas for the Indiana Pacers to win, and I just really think the Thunder don't have no answer for Turner and Siakam. I really don't think they got an answer for that. I just really don't think there's an answer. You know, Shaq Holmgren the Thunder don't rebound the ball that high. Nobody in the NBA do. But I think if it's ever a time for Miles Turner, it's his time to shine. It's this serious. It's just his serious. Him and Siakam, I think it's they serious to really, play bully ball, control the glass, control the paint. I don't think they got an answer for Siakam. I don't think nobody of them dudes match up with Siakam. I don't think, and that's my opinion on that. That's my opinion. I really think people just think conventional wisdom is the Thunder because it's the Pacers. I don't, like I said, if the Thunder run away with it, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't see it, bro. I don't see a gap, but I just don't see what they pretty much do better than the Oklahoma City Thunder. Than the Indiana Pacers. I don't see the gap. They not better on the inside. They got SGA, but outside of that, them motherfuckers gonna have to beat me. They gonna have to beat me. Siakam gonna have to beat me. I'm not Siakam, but Jalen Williams, he been playing well. He gonna have to beat me. Shaq Holmgren, I live with him shooting threes. Caruso, they gonna have to beat me. Lou Dort, I'ma live with it. I'ma take him out the game. If it's trapping them, doubling them, and that whatever I gotta do, blitzing him, and our coverages, come here. I'm taking him out the game. Good boy. Lift your head up, good boy. Yeah, they gonna have to prove they can whoop me. But for the Thunder, SGA do his thing, and everybody else do their thing. That's the next thing SGA got to work on. He got to work on making people better in ball distribution. He said, but this is gonna be a great bowl. Yeah, people act like the Thunder just about to walk all over the Pacers because, come on, how many of these people watch the Pacers? What New York had as far as like Hart, Cat, Mitchell Robinson, the Thunder don't have that, bro. The Thunder don't have that. They don't have that. Shaq Holmgren is just like Jaren Jackson Jr. He is a punk. He don't believe in going inside and getting physical. He ain't on that time. So all that physicality I had to deal with Mitchell Robinson, All with Cat shooting the ball. Ain't gotta worry about that. Holmgren ain't even looking to take the ball off the dribble. Holmgren ain't even looking to take the ball off the dribble. So Holmgren ain't Cat, Isaiah Hartenstein ain't Mitchell Robinson. I see Indiana dominating the paint. If they can take care of the basketball and they can slow down SGA, I think they'll win the series. What up, what up, Ricky E? I don't think y'all think the Thunder about to run away. Y'all gonna be shot. Y'all gonna be surprised. Y'all gonna be surprised, bro. Y'all gonna be very surprised. You think the Thunder about to win this 4-1? Indiana about to pack these niggas up. I'm telling you. You right about brother and bros. He the X factor. If he can be the second best player in this series, then you might see the Thunder win 4-0, 4-1. But if Jalen Williams, if he ain't the second best player in this series, at least the third, pack them up. Shout out to MDC Sports. Unless Siakam Turner dominate the paint, I don't see the winning again. They are gonna dominate the paint. Who gonna stop them? Who gonna stop them inside? Who gonna stop them other than foul trouble? Who gonna stop them? Chad Holmgren ain't nothing but a glorified small forward, bro. He settled for a lot of jumpers, bro. He a great shot blocker already, but come on. Do y'all look at him and say, man, superstar? Like, no, you can't be that tall and all you is a spot up jump shooter. Kevin Durant, he was dribbling, posting up, escape dribbling, getting to his spots. What's that Shaq Holmgren spot other than jacking up threes? Just being real. Come to a basketball game in Europe once. You'll see the atmosphere is crazy. The fans smoke, and they play a lot. They play a lot more traditional brand of basketball. They play a team ball. In the NBA, it's about ISO ball, and that's another thing I like about these two teams. SGA will dominate the ball, but the Thunder do an excellent job of rotating or passing that ball too. When it comes to everybody else makes the right play. Everybody else makes the right play when it comes to the Thunder and shit. You know, they make that extra pass. You know, but like I said before, if the Thunder lose the turnover battle and they lose the paint battle, they getting packed up. I'm telling you, the Thunder. This is not a talent gap. Is not superior here. I'm telling you, I don't know what the regular season series was, but the talent gap here is not a big talent gap. It's not. Outside of SGA, that's the biggest gap in the series. Everything else, you know, I just don't see it, bro. I don't know, man. I think the Thunder going to win. I don't know if they will have the matchup. Well, they match up perfect with the Thunder. What don't they match up with? That's what I don't understand. What don't they match up with SGA? Who they don't match up with? The benches could be a wash. So I don't really understand that comment. They got SGA, Shaq, Jalen Williams, and then a bunch of other motherfuckers like Lou Dort, the Wiggins guy, and a lot of them other dudes can be hit or miss. Now, Lou Dort could be another X factor depending on how he defend, but like I said before, they don't let you touch nobody. They don't let you touch nobody. So, like I said before, to me, I think Indiana is the better team. And that's just me. If all Rick Carlisle got to emphasize is this: if we gonna go with the approach, nobody else gonna beat us but SGA, take that approach. Or if this approach was anybody else beat us besides SGA, take one of those approaches and dominate the paint. Dominate the paint. The rebounds, the loose balls. The Thunder don't have a rebounder like that. Harstein, the closest thing they got. They ain't got nobody dominating like that. So that's how I look at it. When y'all look at it, I don't really see Jalen Williams could easily be the second best player in this series. But we gonna have to see. And if he is, Indiana ain't got no chance. Especially if they turn the ball over and they don't rebound. I like the finals matchup. I'm tired of seeing the same. And another thing, they both play with a bunch of pace. You know, they both play with a lot of pace. They play with a bunch of pace. So one thing about Indiana, they go about 10 deep. No Diddy. No, same thing with Oklahoma City Thunder. So it's really strength on strength. This might be one of those NBA finals you see where it's gonna be high scoring. It's gonna be, it's gonna be um, high pace. But one thing that I like about Halliburton that I don't like about SGA, Halliburton distribute the ball. He make people better. SGA don't make his team better. What he really just about scoring. And that's the troubling thing about it too, is that when your best player dominate the basketball like that, I would make him pass the ball. I would make him distribute the rock. I'm telling you. I will get the ball out of his hands to see what he can play. I'm telling you, he can't play without the basketball. I'm gonna make him beat me without the basketball. Adam Silver ain't happy about this finals matchup. I don't know why. It's time for a turn a new leaf. You got to introduce new teams. And if that's the point, if you only want the same 2 or 3 or 4 teams, just cut the league down to 10 teams then. I think Shaq's length brothers. Man, Shaq can't do nothing with Pascal Siakam. He too small. He can't do nothing with He can't guard Siakam on the perimeter, for one. So he can't do nothing with Pascal Siakam. I'll tell you that right now. He might block some shots here or there. He can't do nothing with Pascal Siakam. He too small. Don't be surprised if he don't get hurt in this series. He too small right now. He don't have a game that impact the game the way he was the number 2 pick. He don't impact the game. And like Victor Wembanyama, he impacts the game. Whether this is his ability to facilitate, to attack, whether it's to shoot, you know what I'm saying? I would like to see him play in the paint a lot more. I would like to see him play in the paint a lot more. But that's just me. But Shaq Hunger, when I watch him play, he just settled for too many jumpers. You ain't gonna impact the team just settling for. Okay, if you 7'2", I want you to sit at the 3-point line and just catch and shoot. Cause guess what? You can't rebound. You ain't gonna rebound the ball like that. You ain't gonna get to the foul line like you should get sitting at the 3-point line. I take your biggest asset away being 7'2", and that's your ability to dominate the paint. Whether it's tip backs, offensive rebounds, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's you 7'2", you almost eye level with the rim. So the way that everybody trying to be Kevin Durant but don't got the Kevin Durant ability is crazy. They just take the part of the game where Kevin Durant is just shooting jump shot. They not taking the part where I'm catching the ball and I'm getting that escape dribble. I'm getting 10 to 15 foot mid range, or they ain't posting up and trying to be like him. You know what I'm saying? All they doing is settling for jump shots. And if I want, you're never gonna be a championship caliber team when your second best player is 7'2" and he's taking jump shots. I'm telling you that you ain't getting winning championship like that. And that's why I said Jalen Williams, if he is the second best player in this series, and Indiana don't dominate the paint and turn the ball over, yeah, this can be a quick one. But I don't see one team being more superior than the other. I just don't. And I watched enough of both these teams. Indiana's in the Pistons division, and I watched the Thunder grow over the years. And people don't know the Thunder actually offered us they top 5 pick in SGA for Cade Cunningham. We said no. Well, the pick would have been Cade Cunningham, I assume. I doubt if it was Jalen Green and Evan Mobley. Come here. Come here. I doubt it was Jalen Green and Evan Mobley, but they wanted our first overall pick, SGA, and I think it was a top 5 pick, which I think we probably would have took Franz Wagner. Hold on, buddy. So yeah, they was ready to ship. Like that's something that people don't bring up. They bring up the fact about the Clippers, how they traded him, but they don't bring the fact up that the Thunder offered him to Detroit Pistons for the number 1 overall pick, which was Cade Cunningham, and I think I got top 5 or 6 pick that year. Nobody brings that up. The Thunder was done with that motherfucker too. That's wild. Nobody brings that shit up. Sam Presti about to. So I'm going up to the Thunder overrated. How the Thunder overrated? We'll see. NBA stinks. OKC in 6. I think Isaiah's going to bump with him. Man, he might. Like I said, if it's ever a time for Miles Turner, if it's ever time for him to really take the bull by the horns and be a legend, he got an excellent matchup this series. Shaq Holmgren don't. No, Shaq Holmgren don't impact the game because Shaq Holmgren want to be he want to be a wing player. Like him, Jabari Smith, and Jaren Jackson Jr., it just irks my nerves watching them play basketball. The way the Pacers been playing, they definitely winning more than 2. And they not playing the Knicks. The Thunder ain't the Knicks. They ain't got no Cat. You know, they got a Brunson. I'll give them that. They got SGA in that hole. But they ain't no Knicks. They ain't no Knicks. The Brunson, other than Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, Karl Anthony Towns, they ain't got them problems. They don't. I'm telling you. OKC2, what you mean? Indiana deep. What are you talking about? McConnell. What's the other light skinned brother name? I forget his name. McConnell, the other light skinned brother. Benedict Mathurin. I mean, shit. Indiana just as deep. Like that shit crazy. I think the Pacers. I ain't saying that they better, but the Pacers got bigger names. Pacers in 7. This will be a good series. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say the Pacers. I'm gonna say the Pacers, and if it's a 2-2, 1-1-1-1 matchup, I'm gonna go ahead and say the Pacers in 6. You know what? I'm gonna say the Pacers in 7 because they need a series to go 7. I think this is gonna be a 7-game series, but it's gonna be a good one. OKC won the series 2-0. Okay, that's regular season. Yeah, of course, the Pacers be excellent betting in this series because nobody picked the Pacers to win the championship in the regular season. You know, in the preseason, like people probably had the Thunder. Vegas probably can bank them. I mean, like I said, I really don't like. I really don't see a big. But if OKC is about to usher in the era of dominance, it's gonna be off the strength of Jalen Williams. I just don't see Shaq Holmgren making the necessary adjustments to his game to be great. He played too much on the perimeter, bro. So if he played the way he supposed to play, Thunder gonna have a long reign. If the Pacers play a half-court game, well, Thunder don't play a half-court game. Shit, what you mean? They get up and run too. They don't play a half-court game. Yeah, he's a shooting guard with the ball in his hand. That's a fact. It's more scoring point guards rather than, and it is. It is. You know, It really is, and that's another problem what's wrong with the NBA. If the primary ball handler looking to shoot and score the most, I mean, how can you really how can you really usher in championship? Especially when you're not running offense. See, the Lakers can get away with it because they ran the triangle. The Bulls can get away with it. They run the triangle. Golden State Warriors get away with it because they run a variation of the triangle what Popovich ran. They moved the ball. They ran plays. Spurs ran plays. They moved the basketball. You know, today is ISO ball. Of course, you can't win 2 or 3 championships in a row like that with y'all just playing isolation ball. It's too hard on the body to beat five. But if you move basketball and guess what? You don't have all these Achilles and ACL injuries and shit like because it's less stressful. But when you play in a 1-on-5 or can't say that he was on pace to be an all-star before he got injured. We talking about Miles can stretch the floor. Shaq gonna have to come off the block. Siakam is about to be 6'10". Yeah, Shaq play off the block. He said Mitchell Robinson ain't like Isaiah. Mitchell Robinson better than Isaiah Hartenstein. What are we talking about? He got some offensive game on the board. I'm not worried about that petty ass offense that dude got. Shaq play like cat. Nah, he play like a pussy cat. Shaq to get down there a little bit and bang. Shaq ain't no cat. Paul George bringing the Pacers and Thunder together. That's crazy. If y'all would have beat the Knicks, y'all think y'all could have beat Indiana? No, I think Indiana, Boston for one, Boston another one. Even with Tatum getting injured, that would if we would have got past them, we weren't ready for Indiana yet. Yeah, we weren't ready for them yet. Huh? Nah. Mix. He said slow and Hallie. Slow starts Hallie Pacers shit. Yeah. Oh, Ben Shepherd. What's the other skin off of? Neymar? That's what I'm thinking about. But the Thunder D. Oh, Thunder got D for sure. You're right about Indiana. Yeah, I'll give you that. Thunder play defense. That is a fact. I'll give you that. So we'll see. Who the Thunder beat last series? The Minnesota Timberwolves. Pacers have 6 players that can score double digits. Thunder have 3 players. Pacers and 6. OKC is not winning because they are having all-time great offense because their defense is mediocre. Talking about Indiana, Neymar gonna be in foul trouble. That's true. Then put Alex on him. Caruso, yeah, I like Caruso. Look like Elmer Fudd hooping out there, but that's all I have. I just want to speak on the finals. I like Oklahoma City. I mean, I like the Indiana Pacers in 6.